of a finger. That's ridiculous. That is beyond ridiculous. And the things that I'm saying right now, I don't have much anger about it. I don't have enough anger about like how stupid that is, how stupid and how against our way of life that is, for something that's so not dangerous, that could help people and be safe. And like, you can take this stuff and it doesn't make you like tired, it doesn't make you high, so you can drive. Like, it's fine. Like, and I mean, because I've taken painkillers after my surgery in 2008. And this is a totally different thing. You have energy and it kind of reduces pain. Insane. That is insane. Like, and I'm not angry enough on this video for that kind of, and I'm foaming at the mouth. Well, that's kind of good. I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm so angry. That's nuts. I mean, because we're crying out, like, people are dying from these directed energy weapons. They could do something about this. They don't want to do anything about this. And I guess maybe that's maybe common sense to us, is they don't want to do anything about this, but it just reinforces it. This dumb thing reinforces it, that they're getting this natural thing that comes from a plant off of the market as quickly as possible, and yet they can't get something that's really cooking bodies. Like, cooking bodies, and people understand the science of how wireless signals amped up like 1,000 times can hurt the body, can create cancer, can hurt kids and hurt women, make people crazy, and go out and, like, Myron Mays and the Navy Yard shooter went out and shot innocent people. Like, I mean, this stuff should be taken off of the market. It should be taken off of our streets, and they can't do that. Yeah, right. Like, they don't want to do that. They don't want to take this away. They write this the New York Times writes an article about how we're, have strong delusions, and they're trying to cover it up and keep it out there. And they can take Kratom. They can take something like Kratom off the shelves in a month. Bull crap. Like, bull crap. That they don't know what's going on and they can't do anything about it. That is horseshit. Like, we have to protest. We have to start making them do stuff. Because nobody was protesting that. Nobody was asking for that. Like, nobody was like, oh, the horrors of Kratom. My child came in and did something horrible to nobody. None of that happened. There were no incidents of anybody killing anybody. There's no incidents of people taking too much and going to school and making a uproar. There were no parents crying out to have it taken off. There was nobody asking it to be taken off the market. The people who took it, they take it safely. The people who don't take it don't even know about it, and the FDA jumps all over it. Like, I mean, like, it's just the most dangerous thing in our society, and there's nobody protesting, crying out for to take Kratom off the market because it's so dangerous. Like, there are people crying out for these directed energy weapons to be put away, for them to get these things. There's the Louisiana governmental public vehicle. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, we live in crazy world. So, I mean, and we sit here and we protest. People are making videos. People are on local news. They're doing walks across the country. These things are so dangerous to life. But it's just covered up because it's making money. Even though it's killing people, it's making money. And they can't make enough money off of Kratom. I guess because it's like it's in Indonesia. Like, it comes from, Indonesia and Bali and stuff like that. So they're not able to tax it well enough, so they're gonna just take it off the market. They're not making any money from it. They're not losing any money from it, but they're not making any money from it. And I guess with the whole psychiatric system, maybe they are losing money on it, because they're trying to pump us full of really strong narcotics or medicines, like all these medicines for mental illness that they're pushing, as a psychiatric agenda. And, if somebody finds something natural and safe, I guess they do lose money, because they're trying to pump us full of poisons. Not me specifically, but, like, anybody who does get trapped by the psychiatric world, they just try and pump you up full of dangerous dangerous chemicals that are harmful for your body, and it's not safe or natural at all. I find it I want to throw up. Like, I want to throw up not because, like, I'm nauseous physically, but I'm nauseous philosophically. This is idiocy. Like, it harmed no one. No one's crying out for it to be taken off the market, and the FDA jumps on it because it needs to have something to do. Like, and somebody said that on the radio the other day. They said something about, like, making little things big and big things little. Like, that's what they're doing. They're just trying to look like they're doing something. Like, the FDA is taking this thing that doesn't even matter off the market, and it's such a little deal that nobody cares about, that barely, I mean, it works, but it's not like, boom, oh, my pain's gone. It's like a little boost. It's like a little boost to kind of get you along when you're being murdered by this huge directed energy weapon program and gang stalking program that's so much money, billions of dollars a year probably, is funneled into to experiment on citizens, to experiment on kids and women, even pregnant women, with these microwaves. And I say that with all... They experiment on pregnant women with these microwaves, with these directed energy weapons, and everybody's crying out for these things to be stopped. It's hurting people's families. It's hurting their kids. It's hurting my family. The people who go out and protest. It's hurting them. It's hurting their families. I mean, they're digging into people's minds with microwaves. And they won't take this off of the market. They won't take this away from Joe Blow neighbor. Who happened to just be, just somebody came and handed him weapons and said, hey, you can surveil this guy. Oh, yeah, you're going to be a TLO. It's a terrorist liaison officer. This guy's not a terrorist, but go ahead and tell us he is, and then you can keep the weapons. Crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm going to settle down. Dude, I found, like, it really helps. Like, I was really struggling. And, like, going and taking a couple of these a day just made it more bearable. I was like, okay, I found something good. And now boom, they're taking off the market. And once again, I'm not saying because of my situation or because targeted individuals are taking Kratom, they're taking it off the market. They're taking it off the market to look like they're doing something because they're not making enough money off of it, and it actually helps people. Nobody's protesting it. Nobody's saying anything about it. Nobody even knows what I'm talking about. When I say, hey, yeah, I'm taking Kratom for my pain, they're like, oh, what's that? That's the only response I get. And the FDA jumped all over it because of money. I guarantee you, because of money. Not because of safety, not because of any kind of people, complaining about it or anything. Because of money. We've got governmental agencies that are taking stuff down because of money, and they're propping up things that are murdering families because they make them money, because they make money for society, and corrupt people. Just corruption is the last word that I want to say on this. I think I may name this video corruption because, that's what we live in now. It's like a safe plant that it doesn't even get you high. It's like a supplement. They're going to take it off the market. Then what, like, I'm going to have to go buy it illegally, or it's going to be like this illegal substance or something, and it barely, kind of touches my pain and gives me a little bit of a boost, but it's not like, it's not like you're smoking marijuana or shooting up heroin or anything like that. And now it's like you're going to have to buy it secretly in a dark alley or something like that. That's crazy. This is crazy. Like, my whole face, like, is just, just burnt and shredded both sides of my neck, in the back of my neck, and in my head, just all night long while I was sleeping. And they can take Kratom off the shelves, but they can't get these directed energy weapons out of these people's hands that have no training. Training to murder people, training to torture people. Like, these directed energy weapons, especially the remote neural monitoring, the electromagnetic frequencies that lily waves are piggybacked on, to get into the subconscious human mind, to push microwave images into people's minds. At the very least, it should be neurobiologists and neurologists using this. It's like some dude who used to be in the army, in my case. Some dude who used to be in the army, and I have no idea what he did. And he's making up all kinds of crap about me to pull this false flag. And people are making money out in society acting like it's totally legitimate to murder my family. And they've got to take this little plant off the shelves. It's just ironic. And it doesn't have anything to do with my gang stalking situation. It's not like the FDA was like, oh, target individuals are using this. But it's really ironic that it's some little natural thing that actually helps me with their big, bad, illegal program that murders families. And I'm not saying it's a government program, but it's definitely something the government could stop. We could have Senate hearings. We could do investigations. There could be watchdog groups. They could start pushing back on this, at least if they can pull some really safe substance off the shelves. And I guess I'm really dried out. But they can pull some really safe substance, off the shelves in a month. In a month, make an announcement and then it's done. And I watch that. It's done. No problem. They did it so quickly. But this thing that's killing us all, and making people crazy and drive around like packs of animals. No, let's keep that going because we're making money. I mean, people are getting hurt and it's making society really crazy and not safe. But let's keep that in place because we're making some money from it. That is horse shit. And I want to be quoted on that. That is horse shit. And it's very ironic that it's like, oh wow, I can use this natural thing that's so not dangerous to combat this evil program and directed energy weapons that take away so much from my family, that make it so impossible to even live, to get up and go to work and do things that I need to do. And they pull that off the market. I mean, I think it's just an irony that needs to be looked at and really, and everybody really visualize how crazy that is. Really, we need to. I mean, we've already been protesting directed energy weapons. People in California and Washington and New York have been protesting directed energy weapons. They're killing us. They've had Senate bioethics committees hear these people's testimony, see their evidence, and then say no investigation is needed. Like the lady who did the Senate Senate hearing, or the Senate bio weapons investigation, or Senate bioweapons, conference is what they called it. She went to the president. She was assigned to go there and say no investigation was needed. She went there with an agenda. She heard these people. There were how many people? 300 people who were giving x-rays and testimonies, x-rays of chips in their bodies, x-rays of damage done to their eyes and their heads, and their bodies, cancer reports on all this stuff being shot at them and them getting cancer. And then she goes to the president and says, oh, no investigation. I'm talking about no investigation, not just, oh, we don't need to stop this, but no, we don't even need an investigation. And tell me that's not agenda-driven at all. She didn't just go there and was told, make sure you don't do an make sure you come back to us with a report that we don't need to investigate that stuff. Not even an investigation. And they can pull something safe off the shelves in a month, like the FDA can do that. Okay. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to take some deep breaths. Take some Kratom. I got a month left. I'm gonna buy some extra. It really works. I finally found something that I could take to reduce pain and kind of buffer down the fibromyalgia feeling from the microwaves that they're shooting at me wirelessly and making all this money, and get that off the shelves really quick. But these directed energy weapons that they're experimenting with, let's keep these out on the market so they can kill some kids, All right, guys. I'm sorry about being so negative, but I want to make a negative video because that's a horribly negative thing. And if that's how our society is, we have to change it. We have to change it now. I'll see you guys on the next one. I love y'all.